All right, y'all. We back with another one. This is a reaction to a reaction to a reaction. It's three niggas reacting to this one clip of Rihanna essentially. Not goddamn. I said Rihanna, nigga. What? Wow. Nah, that's crazy. Sierra. Sierra. On the Shade Room, and I guess claims of her being this family woman and very wholesome. Mediocre tutorials and reviews has a different take on this, and I'm assuming he coming with receipts too. Um, and there's probably some interesting edits in there for Taekwondo to be reacting to it, and I want to get there. I want to see their thought process behind what a wholesome woman is at this point, and I don't know if the history of this certain individual named Sierra holds up to that standard, but to each their own, I guess. But like, comment, subscribe. Dev DTB, go harass him, tell him to drop the fucking content. Y'all know why I'm here. I'm not gonna stop till my little brother get on his shit. But until then, we're gonna keep dropping and keep reacting, keep creating content. I got some IRL shit on the way, and yeah, man, just stay tuned.
Why he pull out the receipts on her? She talking about God is number one. He said, "Hold on, bitch."
What's your favorite thing about being a wife?
Favorite thing? Oh my gosh. Being loved, right? Being loved, right?
Just for the girls get money. Just for the girls don't need no man.
That feels good.
Yeah.
Brother, it'd be the same rhetoric. I'm not gonna lie.
What does the...
It'd be the same rhetoric. Like, women listening to motherfuckers who are married, who got kids, who got families. Stay talking about they don't need a nigga, but you got a whole ass marriage and shit going on. How does that work, bro?
That feels good.
Yeah.
That feels good. Building a family together.
What does the thing mean in jump?
It's like
You go wobbling to make that thing. Thing.
So the thing can be.
That sweater is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. What? I've never seen the tape over the Nike sign. What is that? Maybe she don't want it in a video, or is the sweater? Does the sweater come like that? But he's definitely testing her right now to see if she even gonna tell the truth, cause he already know. He like at least 9, 10, maybe 11. Like, kids aren't stupid.
Cars jumping. People jumping.
Really, Mom?
No, I'm serious.
Really?
It's an evil world we live in.
Yeah, they already know, bro. Like, if you have especially if you have an advanced kid, and they're listening to conversations, they're on the internet, and they see shit, they're just exposed to shit. They understand what's going on already. The lying about it just seems like it's unnecessary, but it's also, what's the point of uploading the video to the internet? Like, just have that conversation with them. The public didn't really need to be in that conversation.
That feels really good. Like, I feel like I'm doing something, I love loving on him too.
Yeah.
I think that's important. I think we always talk about you got to still compete. When you first meet somebody, I got my outfit cute, my hair. And you can't forget to do that.
Yeah, that fit was crazy. But I mean, she is saying, like, she gotta, remind motherfuckers that she is that one. But I think you can keep that in your relationship. It doesn't have to be ugly like that. So that fit she put on for the Oscars was crazy.
Right? You can't forget to still want to keep it cute and keep it hot.
Gentlemen, listen to me. Seldom pay attention to their words, but always pay attention to their actions.
As a fact. Words, they fall in love with words. Like, they love words. But after a while, they start to peep game too. And I think newer generations definitely peep game. they fall in love with words, but you cannot, because they can make them sound sweeter to you than you can to them. Most niggas don't know how to make shit sound the way that it needs to for women to actually believe it. They are really good at that shit though, especially if they've gotten you to invested to a certain point. They could spin blocks around niggas and you wouldn't even know. Your gut feeling could tell you something's wrong, and they'll make shit sound so sweet.
I love you.
I love the idea of having a family chat.
Very much a fool.
Thanks. The idea is great. Shit that comes with it, very hard, difficult. But it's still beautiful at the end of the day. I don't think anything worth fighting for is gonna be easy for real. But it definitely is a beautiful thing, man. Even if you got like your close family, whether it be your brother, sisters, mom, even just having that, as a person who's been a loner for a while, growing my own family, I want to continue growing my family. It's just, I wouldn't do it in this age, and definitely not in this country.
To my decisions. Even with all the success that you've had, you're an incredible mother now, businesswoman, you're working with Playboy, you still look back on that and you still feel ashamed?
Yeah, I don't like the fact that people can see me naked on the internet or can see those things happening to me.
Yo, this nigga's edits is wild. But yeah, that can come back and bite you in the ass years later. It's like a crime for real. Like, well, doing it is not a crime, but like, you have niggas who do crimes and years later they get their ass caught, or they do some dumb shit and years later it rotates back. Like, that shit could actually fuck with you years later. So if you're not prepared for that, yeah, I wouldn't even open the doors.
I think that it's gross.
That is crazy that you can build this whole life and you still feel ashamed.
I mean, I'm proud of myself and what I've done, and I wouldn't take anything back. However, it's not like I like the idea that people can view that of me. I personally, those videos make me want to throw up.
It's an evil world we live in, but hey, I'm gonna keep living. I love it. Got the fifth on my head and I'm little, they think I'm the one who's the floppy shit. I'm just focused on music, they say my left tape was a classic, I got some hotter shit. If I'm not up in the studio, don't you follow the skinny tower.
Eso que pasa cuando estamos solos.
Nah, that transition was crazy.
Is something not registering because I've been up for a long time, or is it like, is this shit I'm lost. Okay, I see a bunch of what the f***s in the chat. All right.
Yeah, the MTR structure is like just a whole bunch of viral videos that just point to the chaos of today's society in his eyes. And these are examples of those things. So I can see why Ty is definitely lost as fuck. But I've watched MTR's content enough to kind of know his structure. But it can be confusing as hell.
Oh, wow!
The internet, bro.
She's like, you're rock and roll?
I'm a rapper.
You're a rapper?
Yes. And I'm just doing my thing.
Instead of Tupac, this motherfucker too big.
Hell, man, all right.
Tupac. Why did they literally mention Tupac as soon as I said something?
And I'm just doing my thing, you know.
Hell, man, all right.
I'm not but you know, I'm a fly bitch.
Bitch, all right. That bitch you bad, all right.
Nah, that fit is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That fit hard though. Got their Crocs in casual mode and eco mode. He got the Chanel double C side bag with the floral one piece. And he going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. He got the rollie on with the Apple Watch on the other arm.
What?
You know, I shut it down.
In bad shape.
With the Cartiers on.
In the A, you know, we don't play.
That's right. All right.
Oh, that's Atlanta. Okay, not surprised.
Stop it. Get some help.
The audacity of men will always blow my mind. Like, legitimately, me and my boyfriend went to church, and we sit down, and immediately there's a girl beside us. He puts his arm around her, and they kiss. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Clearly, I make a scene, and I'm like,
This sounds fake as hell, but let's see.
no, you're literally cheating on me right in front of my face. If we're talking about building a future together,
Top 5 things that never happened.
Facts, bro. Facts. Big fact. Cause what the fuck? Why do women do that? Why do they get on the internet and just come up with shit? Then again, I guess it's not just women. It's just people in general. Why do they get on the internet and just... Well, I guess it's the only place you can actually do this.
how are you going to cheat on me right in front of my face? And he was like, well, obviously I'm just telling you what you want to hear so you stick around. Like, I don't know. So as I'm crying and trying to understand what is going on, she gives me her phone. I'm trying to like...
Bro, women are scary. I'm not gonna lie. Shit like this just makes me like, bro, they really can go just off the fucking hinges. I don't understand the point of even making up this story. And let's say it is true. What's the point of getting on the internet and looking dumb as fuck? I don't understand.
My parents. And then I wake up and this man is sleeping right beside me peacefully. Are you actually kidding? I just went through a full crisis in my sleep and you're just laying there like it didn't even happen?
Okay, thank God. Alright, cool. Little plot twist there.
Oh, she had a dream.
So yeah, it was a dream, but I was like, you have to be extra nice to me today because I can't handle this emotional turmoil.
Put a one down into the chat if you've ever been in some form of the doghouse because of what happened in a woman's dream. It's happened to me.
Never. And I never will. Bitch, you got me fucked up. You think I'm finna... Actually, one of my... She didn't put me in no doghouse or no shit like that, but she hit me and was like, I had a dream you killed me. And I'm like, well... Death in dreams in that realm usually signify a new beginning of some kind. And long behold, before she had this dream, I had been essentially fucking begging her damn near to level the fuck up and letting her know that I didn't have the capacity or the time or the energy anymore to deal with whoever she is right now. Like, it's time to get to the next stage of your life, of our relationship. And, she chose not to take heed to the dream or the warning that I gave her. So she doing whatever the fuck she doing now. Best of luck.
And in fact, I've gotten penalized before based on my astrological sign. What concepts in mass do men believe in that?
Fuck no. Definitely ain't getting penalized for being whatever the fuck I am. Nah, that ain't happening. You can take that shit somewhere else.
Wholly irrational.
Cut these walking red flags off, bro.
Facts.
This nigga talk comfy as hell. I know that was the most comfortable shit I ever did in my life, bro. This motherfucker said, I'm cocooned in this bitch, bro. I'm literally just cold, bro. I'm not even.
Hey, it must be, well, they in Philly, so I wonder what the degrees is up there. It's definitely getting chill. It was 58 degrees in Atlanta today, nigga, this morning. It's 63 right now, so I know it ain't brick yet in Philly, but I know it's getting there.
Talk about that real quick because there's so many dream books. What do you think is the audience of dream books? 99.9% women. Who do you think is the audience for astrology? 99.9% women, and nobody checks them. It's just like society just wants to continue to coddle them to remain children. to remain adolescents.
Do not give out your address to anybody and everybody. Do not just go over any woman's credit. Don't just go over there, get comfortable, have your shoes on the corner, your socks off, you laid up about to fall asleep and take a nap in her house. You don't know who her last dude was. You don't know who her baby father is. You don't know who her last...
Boy, this shit right here is facts. This shit right here is facts. Because I've had situations where I've popped up and stalkers were outside of their house type shit. Like, you have to be extremely careful, bro. And then these are niggas that they still playing with for real. Like, they especially if you just dating her or you just fucking her. This nigga's probably paying one of her bills or getting her nails done or getting, you know, buying her food, getting her groceries, sending her shit. Like, and she's not gonna stop playing that game, although it is a dangerous game. And then they wonder why they have stalkers. Like, you're teasing and actually leading these people on. That shit is dangerous. And after a while, they're not going to continue just playing the game with you without something in return. So, yeah, be careful, man, when you're dealing with certain types, especially in weird-ass cities like Atlanta. Like, it's just too many. It's a lot of weird energy here. Because it's big and small at the same time. And, yeah, you could easily get caught up. And we've had rappers and entertainers get caught up and lose their life because of it.
You don't know how many guys might be outside the crib.
Man, R.I.P. Trouble, man.
Waiting for another dude to walk in and hear that news.
Hey, listen.
Who edited the cringy shit out of this clip? What the? And I look so serious in this clip, bro. That's so funny to me. Because this is a serious ass topic. Like, niggas die like that, bro. But this is funny because they killed this clip with the cringiness of the editing, bro. I couldn't even take it serious, bro. Like, y'all hear all this dumbass sounds, bro? Might as well had slap Subway servers on my shit.
Don't just go over there, get comfortable, have your shoes on the corner, your socks off, you laid up about to fucking fall asleep and take a nap in her house. You don't know who her last dude was. You don't know who her baby father is. You don't know who her last ex-boyfriend was. You don't know how many guys might be outside the crib parked up waiting for another dude to walk in and hear that news.
Hey, listen, no truer words have ever been spoken before, you know, and I think like a lot of the information in spaces like this are more geared towards, you know, how to get the insides of these women without the understanding or the identification or the potential risk that it can come to you. But the reality of the situation is you still have to do it intelligently in a manner to reduce the risk to you. Because in this feminized, weak society of today, there's so many men out there that are filled with jealous rage and they're waiting for the next dude that they can turn into the situation.
Bro, Chad, these niggas be dying about these women, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like,
facts, nigga. You talking about niggas really willing to crash out. But, you know, women know this too, and they want you invested so much so, especially specific ones. They want you invested so much so that they know that at a snap of a finger they can get you to crash the fuck out. And they love it. It's a big ego thing for them. Which is why the fantasy of like riding around and having the exciting life with a drug dealer or a scammer or whatever, they know there can be an extra reason for you to go harder in that field. You know, whether you're scamming or putting your life on the line some kind of way, there's no better reason to go to war in the history of humanity, really, for it. To go to war for anything else other than companionship, longevity, and family. And women are a part of that. But now niggas ain't even getting... Well, no, they still having babies with them. But they just crashing out over the wrong ones. And they going to the wrong wars in hopes of pleasing somebody who doesn't even actually love them for real.
Hey, bro, she ain't my wife, bro. Mother of my kid, like, that I'm with. Let's wrap it up, like
into Mortal Kombat to project their deep-seated need to matter in this world, and they won't go the actual route to be a strong man. They'll try to shortcut their way in.
Deal with a married man that never tells you no, or your own man that tells you no 45% of the time.
No, I'm dealing with the married man. Nah, I take the married dude. I'm sorry. Married man. Married nigga. I'm sorry. Tell me yes. Everything.
Oh, the married nigga. Yeah, give me him.
I would deal with my man that tell me no, cause I'm gonna beat him the up.
You're taking the married guy because why am I what you keep saying no for?
I didn't want to go with the married guy.
I don't like the word no, so a married man.
Married man. The married man.
Nah, this up north. I could have told you what these answers finna be. This look like this up north. Yeah, they don't like no's. This is probably why I can't do New York women that much. Probably why I haven't done. I mean, I've tried the aggression. Like, nah, I can't do the beating me up to show me that you care. Trying to handle me any kind of way. Can't happen.
A married man. You're my little secret. My own guy that tell me no 45% of the time.
A married man.
Do a married man because 9 times out of 10 we sharing these niggas anyway. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to take the married man. Like, why? I need to be told no sometimes. You can't always get what you want.
If Jesus can't save these, why are you trying? What make you think you're greater than Jesus?
Are you open with your kids about
That's a fact.
past and everything?
Yes. My son, I'm like a rock star. I used to wear nail polish. I had to stop wearing it because of my son.
Why?
Because he wanted to have nail polish, and his mom was like, "Man, you can't wear nail polish." He's like, "My daddy did it." So he really wanted to do it. That slowed my career down a lot.
Damn.
I had to step out of the rock star image, but it's like I didn't explain every single thing to him. He understand that.
But what about, okay, you pulled your kids out. What about our kids that you still got in there that's wearing all this damn polish? You know, what about our kids?
This was years ago, actually, chat.
Yeah, this is like early thug. But Big Boy do got a point. Like, what about, nobody does the recorrecting. Like, nobody comes out and says, "Hey, I apologize," or "Hey, this is actually why I chose to do this. It was an image thing." Nobody explaining to. This happens everywhere, I guess, in every sector. Like, nobody actually does, like, "Hey, I changed my mind. I felt this way about a thing. I'm coming to go through the re-imaging process. And this is where I'm at now." Or, "I made you feel this way. I apologize. And if I did something publicly, I want to apologize publicly as well." Just to readjust the field, recalibrate the field. And it's the same with this situation. Like, I said some demonic shit, or rapped this line, or made this cover, or dressed this way, did this thing, used this image, created this imagery to sell records, or to be entertaining, or to express something, express a belief or value. I've changed from that because here's what I realized. Nobody goes through that recalibration process. And I think because publicly it looks like an L, which it should be taken as an L, as a lesson. But, you know, the public will ridicule you for changing your fucking mind, I guess, from something that you did years ago.
The effects still ain't stopped. I mean, it didn't hit motherfuckers that do what they want to do at the end of the day. Like, there's no way you could chop it up to me. Like, I'm not painting my nails. Like, I just won't do that. Like, I'm good. I won't wear a dress, and we won't put makeup on me. I know my line with things. Even like I said, I'm about to start experimenting with my fashion. It's certain shit I look at, I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? It just everybody got their own lines and where they stop and where they say, you know what, that makes me uncomfortable. I'm not doing that shit. And I understand the purpose of principles nowadays, where it seems like nobody has any. Nobody wants to be honest. I would genuinely say I don't fuck with that nail polish shit. But if the next man got it, do what you want to do. Don't let my opinion stop you. It's
facts. Because I mean, being in the dark underworld that I'm in, being in the fashion as much as I've been into it, and being into BDSM and the alternative lifestyle I've been in for as long as I have, I don't think I could. I don't feel the need to actually do anything like that. But can I say I wouldn't? Nah, I can't say I wouldn't. I fuck with some of the aesthetic and some of the style. I don't think it's for me though. But if there's an editorial shoot, now I did like I do like Irish. I do love different cultures. So certain cultures, they do have something that looks like skirts. The Irishmen wear them. Japanese people wear them. I don't know what other culture. Well, I guess you could say the long shirts that they wear in the Middle East and even in Africa. Although you have pants underneath, they look like just long ass dresses for real, or like a long ass one piece. So culturally, there's standards set. Culturally, there's different texture and style. But this is a part of an alternative culture. So if you're not in that deeply, then it would just come off weird that you are trying to, take this on without gradually getting there and people seeing that. Now, Thug was kind of a jump. I'm not gonna lie, but then again, younger Thug was already saying pretty sus shit in songs, and people were catching, and nobody fucked with him in the beginning. Like I heard a lot of backlash from just certain shit he was saying, certain shit he was calling his partners, like, but he's it seems like he's always been fascinated with the alternative world. So it was nothing for him to really graduate to or gradually get into rock star lifestyles. And Prince is also an alternative artist, but he could take anybody's bitch almost. Like at least 70% of the population of women around the world, Prince probably had a chance with. And everything about him was pretty alternative. So androgyny, some women are into it. Most women are into it. They want you to have some kind of feminine aspect, whether it be how you listen, if you're emotional, or if you can tap into your emotions, if you have emotional IQ, emotional EQ, or the way you dress and being able to dress well enough to where you understand fit and form. And that's a very to a degree feminine thing, to care about how you look and how you present that message to the world can be seen as pretty feminine. So I think it's a range, it's a spectrum. But if it's not you, like Ty said, just don't I mean, try. There's a period of time where you can try and you're learning shit as like teenager and in high school, middle school. You're trying to figure out your style, figure out where you kind of belong, what your values are, what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, what you like, what you don't like. But as a grown ass man, you should kind of already have these things, at least a base figured out. Like I know they're Air Force Ones I could not wear. They just don't fuck with me. I don't feel right. How Ty feels about nail polish, that's how I feel about Air Force Ones. Like I just can't do them. For some reason, I just feel like I can never pull them off. and never could. I mean, I'm sure I could if I tried, because I like style enough, but I just don't feel comfortable. I just know what meshes well with me and what don't. I'm a boot wearing nigga. I'm a clean silhouette, blank canvas, like Solomon wearing type nigga. Like I like active wear. I like things with utilitarian use, multi-use, more outdoors, more active wear, and then on a more cleaner, formal side is kind of blank and more fit form focus. So yeah, man, just figure out your style and rock what you rock. Do it confidently, but know that there's pros and cons to each.
Is my opinion.
Kids that want to be you.
But I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
So if you want to be me, you gonna stop doing it.
How are you talking about yourself, bro?
Right.
And you don't give a
It's not my fault.
I don't care.
You're not going to fault me for that. That's like the magic bullet. I'm not biting
You
the magic
are the
bullet.
only parent in the house,
I'm
bro.
spellbound. I'm not
You the
biting
only
magic
parent in
bullet.
the house. That's why I gotta do this. I
My
gotta do for
brother
my
was
daughter.
murdered, and you're not going to tell me
talking
that I
about
was robbed at
yourself.
gunpoint.
Why? Why are you talking about yourself, bro?
Because you think you're
Why?
being selfish right now.
How?
Because you're screaming at me. You should respect me.
Let us take a moment. We can have a conversation because the pain. It's pain.
Is this what they talk about when they say that the future is female? Keep vandalizing masculinity. Keep on incentivizing single parent homes and keep on incentivizing emotionality. If the powers that be continue to do it and strong men are unable to divert this current direction in our society, it's going to lead to a lack of structure, a lack of hierarchy, and a lack of frameworks, and inevitably the destruction of our current day civilization.
Well, shit, that's already happening for real. It's a little too late for a lot of that. And sadly enough, I think mainly due to the fact that most of the men now, the ones that could have kind of corrected it and course corrected it, they dying out. They gone. So
welcome to the modern day perfect storm.
Yeah, man, watching this Alpha Male ass bit. I mean, listen, like, y'all gotta understand, Chad, there's no content creator in my position. Like, just think about this shit. I could literally I literally can do it all, bro. Like, I can literally be one of those Ira vlog, smash or pass. I could go get lit like that. Then I could be in the atmosphere of this, like, debate and shit, in the manosphere and the politics and all that. Like, I literally can do anything. Like, it's just so crazy because most just are in either box. But it's like I literally can do both, and then have it just be natural to me. Like, it's just...
That's facts. I like Ty's content because of that, and that's kind of the framework that I'm trying to get into. Cause I like a whole bunch of shit. I grew up around a whole bunch of shit, and I've been in so many different worlds. I think the biggest difference between my perspective and a lot of people in this atmosphere is I've been in alternative culture and being poly and into BDSM for a while now, so I can kind of speak to the nuances of what people are going through and their dynamics.
There's either lane I do pretty well. The thing about, and I'll be honest with this, chat, and I don't think I've ever said this on stream, I always look at this manosphere aspect of, like, the content shit, and I debate where I want to go in on it. Because there's times I've given takes, and people have liked how, you know, critically thought out that they were, how they weren't just biased, how they weren't just... I like giving my opinion at times because it's like, I don't have no lingering hate towards women. I'm very open-minded. I'm very, like, I think things through. I'm not just biased of leaning towards one way or another. So I give very good judgments, right?
And that's because of his history with actual women. A lot of people in the red space, red pill space, or black pill space, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they have chosen to go a more resentful route when it comes to women versus understanding that it's not going anywhere. Like a lot of these recurring issues, like they're not going anywhere when it comes to women. And you can choose to either keep attracting and keep finding the problems that you see within them, if that's going to be your focus, or understand that they're going to fuck up at some point, you're going to fuck up at some point, and there's bound to be at least one relationship that you have that'll be pretty good. And I think and the same for Ty. I'm pretty sure he's had a better roster of success than he has failures with women. And I thank God I had the same. Like, most of the women, I can probably count on one hand how many women I've actually, like, just don't fuck with out of the batch that I've chosen so far to take serious. And take serious, like, non-monogamous dating, taking serious. Like, it just went for 2 years plus. Most of my relationships don't go anything under like a year and a half or so. So all of them get to around that serious realm of non-monogamous dating. But because of that, I actually get to understand, I get to see a range of mistakes I've made within my data set, like a good data set of like ranges of mistakes I've made and mistakes they've made, and where I could take accountability for allowing the shit that they did to actually go on. Like I've when you date enough and you date long enough, you'll see the range of like, I'm obsessed with this nigga, I love this nigga, I'll do anything for this motherfucker. You'll see her go from that all the way to like damn near, like I really, at some point she's gonna say she hates you, like because she's been so invested. And again, it's like that trampoline is like, the deeper they go, the deeper you take them, the highs get high. But when they come back down, that force that's coming back down is also a new low at that point. And that's when you get the like the I hate yous and the, you know, I never want to see you agains, and or just straight up, let's just block we blocking on everything. All platforms. Don't email me, don't text me, don't do any of that, because and the crazy part is they still feel a way about you though. Like whether it be deep like disappointment or hate or just disheartened, or extreme love, admiration, respect, loyalty. Either way, if I feel like those relationships, because they still feel so strongly about you, at some point where I've had them come years later. Like at some point, what you don't want is the respect factor to leave. After the respect factor leaves and kind of resentment kicks in, you don't really have any kind of chance at all of even being cordial. You have a better chance if they just emotionally go on a rampage and spew out a whole bunch of shit that they probably don't even mean for real. And there's gonna be some I hate yous in there, some I don't want to see you again. That'll be in there. But you know, at least I know, after a while that kind of fades. And gradually they settle out. And because they still felt that way and that's how they left the relationship, they're willing to at least readjust, recalibrate if you ever run into them again. Some are just prideful enough to where they'll try and keep it that way for as long as they can, just so they don't actually expose themselves and be vulnerable with you again.
The thing about it is, a lot of that area of the internet seems like a vacuum. And it doesn't seem to have a genuine quest for productive conversations. It just seems to like debating bullshit over and over and over.
Yeah.
So it's like, why even, to me personally, I look at taking my effort of debating that and joining that atmosphere, and I say it's not worth it. I only say it's worth it because then I could catch a couple, supporters and community people. I could catch a couple of y'all and make y'all think. But going into the atmosphere is such a waste of my energy because I just don't give a fuck. First thing will be what? How you feel about transgenders? Why do I have to care?
Facts. Yeah. A lot of this shit you just really, there is no genuine solution. I don't think anybody's trying to come up with one. Well, there's a few. I mean, you have like valuetainment and things like that they debate these things, and it's good because they actually have on people who make valid arguments, and they're just not bringing on just anybody. And they have both sides who can actually argue both perspectives. So, but just making content every day about the same shit with the same issues. Yeah, I can't do it either.
How is this productive to anybody or anything? Listen, I don't care. Can I have a constructive conversation?
Facts.
Direct this towards something meaningful. Like it just goes so pointless into just having conversation just to talk that it's like it almost has no type of actual
substance.
My food's here. Hold on, check. It don't be seeming to have any productive goal. So
Facts.
The way I look at it is, I don't give a fuck about this shit. I really don't. So I just kind of stay away from it. I don't know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, because that's just how I view it, bro. I'm like, this shit do not be productive, bro. And I don't like that. Because I'm not really a complainer.
Yeah.
Even when I break videos down, I like giving examples. I like pointing things out. Like, I like leaving you with a moment of like, you know what? I can do this. I can change. You know what I'm saying? I like the productiveness of it, man. I don't care about trans, but I don't want my son to be trans. This is what I'm saying, bro.
That boiled down to your household. Like, that's a reasonable. Sure, that's a reasonable argument. I mean, it's simply something you don't want. Now, why? That's not for anybody to debate other than you and whoever you choose to have that conversation with, whether it be within your household or to the public, But yeah, what if they are? What if they want to be? What's the solution then? What's the conversation then? I think that's the important part. And how is that healthiest for your family?
That conversation going. Like, what are we going to get at? You know what Facts. It is? It's almost repeating like what happened to African Americans a number of years ago.
Facts.
How you feel about black people? Like, well, they want us to go to school with the Negroes. They want us to be friends with the Negroes. Like, this shit just be repeating over and over. It just be a new title on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just be a new slap or rebrand of shit that the public needs to be bored with. It's not about being above the law. It's about finding out who the law was meant to control to begin with.